good morning, good morning. Happy Too Sweet Tuesday, everybody. This is your girl, Angie Pat, aka The Boss. And you guys are on the ride to work with Angie, where we get your heart pumping and your blood boiling as you are preparing for work, on your way to work, or some of you all may already be pulling into the parking lot at work, depending on what time you got to be at work. It is the day before Christmas Eve, y'all. Donovan, good morning, good morning. So I am truly excited and blessed to be in the land of the living on this morning to see another Christmas. I am truly blessed, and so are you. So as we are waiting for people to come into the broadcast, I pray that you had a wonderful night's sleep. I pray that you have an even better day. I pray that your day on tomorrow going into Christmas Eve and Christmas is even better. So we're going to have friends, fun, music, inspirational talk. This is our last ride to work with Angie before Christmas, y'all, before Friday. So the next show will be on Friday. That will be Chilla's birthday. So we're going to celebrate on that day as well. What's up, cuz? Good morning, good morning. So glad to see you guys. We're just waiting for people to come into the broadcast. Again, this is the last show until Friday. The Boss Up show will be tonight at 8 p.m. since we won't be up on Christmas Day. But when we come back on Friday, we are going to be celebrating Chilla's birthday, y'all. Continue to keep him in your prayers. Thank you for everybody that joined me on yesterday. We had an interesting time. Gladstone, good morning, good morning. Happy Too Sweet Tuesday. Vaughn, good morning, good morning, good morning. Just Tim, good morning. Happy Too Sweet Tuesday. Richie Rich, good morning, good morning. Mr. Don't Go Wrong, good morning, good morning. So glad to see everybody on this morning. Karaoke, good morning to you. Happy Too Sweet Tuesday, everybody. Super Fox, good morning, good morning. Akeisha and Angela, good morning, beautiful. How are you this morning? Memo, good morning. Hey, my A1 from Day One Roaches in the building. Memo, Zoe, good morning, guys. Good morning, good morning. Make sure that you tap the screen, the love button. We are spreading love today. Good morning, Lawrence. Make sure that you share the broadcast. Carmen, good morning, good morning. I'm gonna play as people are still coming into the broadcast. We are giving love the day before Christmas Eve. Tania, good morning, good morning. Sharita, good morning. Good morning, Red Brown. Hey, Roach again. What you doing over there? Hosea, good morning. Music 609, good morning. Mr. Pope, good morning. Hello, beautiful divas in the building. Good morning, Dwayne, TV. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Elizabeth Williams. Kiva, good morning. Red Panther has entered the building. Debbie, good morning. Queenie, good morning, beautiful. How are you? Alita, good morning. Good morning. Ruth, good morning, beautiful. How are you? Onika, JB, good morning to you guys. Happy Too Sweet Tuesday. DeMarcus, good morning. Gladys, good morning, beautiful. How are you? Chuck Mill, good morning. James, good morning, good morning. DJ Bello and Miss Classic Lady, good morning. Nikki, good morning. Doris, good morning, beautiful. How are you? So glad to see everybody this morning. Donnie, good morning. Patricia, good morning. How are you? Dee says good morning, everybody. Amy, good morning, beautiful. How are you this morning? Jane, God bless you. How are you? Mo Money, good morning. Hey, Richard, how are you this Tuesday? morning, good morning. User 583, Sandra, good morning. We are listening to the rendition of Give Love on Christmas Day by the one and only Red Panther, y'all. Cindy, good morning. Chantel, good morning. We absolutely need love. Marlene, good morning. Dorothy and Theotis, good morning. Teresa, good morning. Harris, good morning. God bless you guys. Thank you so much for spending some time with me. Edwin, good morning. Jazzy, good morning. Good morning. So again, welcome to the Ride to Work with Angie, where I'm your host, Angie Pat, aka The Boss, and this is where we get your heart pumping and your blood boiling as you are preparing for work, on your way to work, or pulling into the parking lot at work if you don't have the day off. I pray that you do. I pray that you do to prepare to get ready to spend time with family and friends. So we are going to get this started. We know that before we do our devotional, I just want a reminder just to kind of, just to kind of ponder on the season that we are coming into, and just kind of take yourself back, to over 2,000 years ago, and Mary and having Jesus and being a virgin and not understanding the whole thing. And she didn't even know. But we know today she learned. She learned. And so I just want to kind of start the show off with this song before we get into our devotion and prayer. Mr. Quassam, good morning. Gloria, good morning. Lisa, good morning. God's daughter, good morning to you. Sabrina, good morning. Hello, Nicole. Taran, good morning. Good morning, Joe. Sharonda, good morning. Hi.
Mary, did you know that your baby boy would one day walk on water? Mary, did you know that your baby boy would save our sons and daughters? Did you know that your baby boy has come to make you new? And this child that you delivered will soon deliver you. Mary, did you know that your baby boy would give sight to the blind man? Mary, did you know that your baby boy would calm the storm with his hand? Did you know that your baby boy has walked where angels trod? And when you kiss your little baby, you kiss the face of God. Oh, Mary, did you know? Mary, did you know? The blind will see, the deaf will hear, the dead will live generations. Did you know that your baby boy is heaven's perfect lamb? And the sleeping child you're holding is the great I
I know that's right, not going under. So I just wanted to start off with that, just to, kind of, understand, that Jesus is truly the reason for the season. We're going to get into the devotion and the prayer before we do our announcements. Again, this is the last show until Friday. Hey, Sherry. The last show until Friday. The Boss Up Show will be tonight at 8. And so we are doing like our Christmas show now. So if you hear a couple of repeated songs or extra songs, that's why. We're going to come back on Friday with the Ride to Work with Angie, where we will be celebrating Chilla's birthday because his birthday is the day after Christmas. So you guys continue to keep him in his prayers as he is trying to get back up on his feet just from being sick. So just continue to keep him in your prayers. So we are going to be, our devotion today, well, what we're going to be talking about today, our inspirational talk is saying yes when you're busy. But our devotion is no favoritism. In 1872, President Ulysses S. Grant was stopped for reckless driving his carriage through Washington, D.C. One published account says that the officer, an African American named William West, warned Grant, "You're fast driving, sir. It is endangering the lives of the people who have to cross the street." Grant apologized, but the next night he was racing carriages again. West stopped Grant's horse. "I am very sorry, Mr. President, to have to do it, for you are the chief of the nation and I am nothing but a policeman. But duty is duty." West arrested the president. "I admire this brave man for doing his duty." So did Grant. He praised West and made sure he kept his job. God also was pleased, for he hates the injustice of favoritism. James wrote, "Believers in our glorious Lord Jesus Christ must not show favoritism. That includes not giving special favors to the rich and powerful, leaving only leftovers for the poor. Instead, we're called to love our neighbors as ourselves. And we play favorites, serving our platinum neighbors rather than the less privileged. We sin and are convinced by the law as lawbreakers. God didn't play favoritism with us. He loved us when we had nothing to offer, when we were without hope, without God in the world. Ephesians 2:12. With his help, we can love all people equally. Why is favoritism such a harmful thing, and how might you avoid playing favorites? I praise you, Father, that no human is above or beneath me. Father God, in the name of Jesus, Lord, we thank you. God, we thank you for this day. We thank you for this day, this new day of life that you have given us, God, to do something different, something better on today. God, we thank you for your grace, your mercy, your everlasting love toward us. We thank you for your joy unspeakable and full of glory. We thank you for your peace that passeth all understanding. God, we thank you that you have allowed us to see another day before Christmas Eve, God, going into the season of your son's birth. Lord, we just thank you, oh God. We thank you just for being the great I am. We thank you for your protection over us last night as we slept and you protected us from danger seen and unseen. God, we thank you for our families. We thank you for the gathering together on this holiday, oh God. We ask that you would look on those, oh God, who have lost loved ones, who don't have certain loved ones on this year for the holiday, God. We ask that you would create in us a clean heart and renew a right spirit within us. We ask that you would forgive us for sins omitted as well as sins committed. God, we just ask that you would search our hearts, turn the searchlight on our hearts, God, and help us to see ourselves and those things that we need to change and that we need to give to you without taking back, God, because you said that the battle is not ours, but it is yours. God, we ask that you would cover our children in a special way as they are off for the holiday season, oh God. Put a special hedge of protection around them. Lord, shield the enemy, shield them from the enemy, oh God, that will come to kill, steal, and destroy them. God, we ask that you would cover the mechanics of the trains, the planes, the automobiles, the buses, as people are going to their destinations on today, even those that are still having to work on today. We ask, God, that you would cover homes while they are away, and that they would be better when they get back than when they left. And God, we just thank you. We thank you. If we had 1,000, 10,000 tongues, God, we couldn't thank you enough. God, we thank you for our health and strength on today. Even if we have the sniffles, feeling a little down. But God, we just thank you because you are the lifter of our head. And God, we ask these things in your son, Jesus' name. Amen. Good morning. Good morning, Ken. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. So we are going to get into, like I said, get into this song, and then we're going to get into our announcements and our topic for today, which is saying yes when you're busy. Let me see what's going on with this here. We don't want to hear that. CP, good morning.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way.
Darling, good morning.
You better watch out, you better not cry, 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 cry.
Sandra, good morning.
Frosty the Snowman. A long time ago, one dark night, there was a star in the east shining bright. Shepherds sitting out on a hill, watching their sheep flying still. They got on the camel and began to ride. Didn't know how far, didn't know how wide. Followed the star to the deepest star, then found the greatest gift of all. And the real meaning of Christmas. Talk about the real meaning of Christmas. I know the real meaning of Christmas is Christ. Over the years, things have changed. Christmas Day has lost its aim. Instead of celebrating his birth and bringing his presence in the earth, we turn this day into a fairy tale. Frosting men and red nose.
I do.
A holiday just for me, a sale or a shopping spree. And to seek him in still lives, and to find him just look inside. And at this time we get them still, we find out what the meaning is of a real.
That's my song for you.
I found out the real meaning of Christmas. The real meaning of Christmas is Christ. Yes, it is. Oh, now give gifts on that day.
song for years. I think I start liking it when people start kind of going off cuff of what the real meaning of Christmas is all about. And it's okay to give gifts, that's fine, but it's just turned into a commercial. It's turned into a political, it's turned into just a season. Um, and so I do. I love that song. So we're going to get into our announcements for the week. So first of all, happy birthday to all of the people who are celebrating birthdays on today. Happy birthday, all you Christmas babies. You babies were born after Christmas. And our very own Red Panther, aka Chiller the Entertainer's birthday is the day after Christmas. So that's when we'll be back up on the RYDE to Work with Angie, and we will be celebrating his birthday on that day. Well, I won't see him, but he'll be up here. But you won't see him because he's still trying to heal, to deal with the sickness that's going on right now. So continue to keep him in your prayers. I wanted to say thank you to those people who reached out to me. And I want to give you guys an update. And so Crystal, my one of my babies, Crystal, was up here and she had surgery on yesterday. So thank you to those of you all who reached out to me and was concerned about her. She is out of surgery. I talked to her briefly yesterday. She called me on video, so I did see her. She is in the land of the living. Thank God. She I can tell it now because it's a testimony now. So she has had an aneurysm, and she's young. She's in her 30s. And so they had to go in and they had to deal with the aneurysm. And so I haven't talked to her since yesterday. I had to really, it was a call I really had to take. And so she was kind of groggy anyway when I was talking to her. So I will be talking to her, seeing her on video today. Yesterday was my birthday. Happy birthday, Big Tiff. Happy 60th. So thank you guys for all of you all who said a prayer for her. Like I said, she did come through the surgery. And I'll find out some other details. I won't be telling y'all all the details, but I want to let you guys know that God he's still a miracle worker. He is still a healer. And I always say, when you cutting on the head, on the back, and on the heart, that's heavy stuff. And so we thank God for God directing and guiding the hands of the surgeon. And so I will be talking to her. Hopefully she'll be a little less groggy on today. So Crystal, we want to say that we love you and we are thinking about you and we're constantly praying for you. Make sure that you guys go over to the website, angiepat-bossqueen.net, for any updates. And like I said, you'll get those on there before we'll get them on Facebook or TikTok. Also, the YouTube page. Thank you guys for subscribing. I really need people to go over to the @AngiePatBossQueen1 YouTube page and hit the subscribe button. It's free, guys. Just hit the button. As we are going into 26 with a bang. I did come up with a slogan and it was approved by my manager, so I'll be announcing that on Friday as we are going into the week of 2026, y'all. So we are excited about next year. I'm excited about 26. I don't know about you, but I am. And it is getting close time. Today is the 23rd, right? So we got one more week before W-2s start coming out. And some people may have already gotten there. So if you need your taxes done, you can head over to the website. You can go on my YouTube page. You can go on my Facebook page and click the Boss Up link for Miss Kenosha M. Keys of Getting Keys. And she does taxes. She's been doing mine for over 10 years, and she's really good at what she does. So if you would like to make an appointment, just click the link so you can get an appointment. Also, if you want to, if you're looking to build your own business, my manager and I were talking about just some things yesterday of how, we are so under generational curses that we are not promoting generational wealth. And so that is going to be one of the missions for Epic Miracles Boss Up on next year. We are promoting generational wealth, teaching these children, leaving them with tools to make it when we are gone, tools to, to make it for their children and their grandchildren and great grandchildren. So if you are wanting to build your own business, you can also click the link, and Miss Kanisha Moore will help you with that as well. She'll help you get your EIN number, your LLC, your DUNS number, your vendor's credit, all that good stuff, the lingo that I don't know. And so make sure that you guys check that out. So 2026 is heading our way very quickly. And Chiller we've been on like different promotional tours for the Redemption album. And so there are 3 albums that singles will be coming off of the end of January. So we pray that Chiller is up to part. The Redemption album, the Back with a Vengeance album, and the Love Zone album. There will be singles from all of those albums coming at the end of January, God willing. Because of his health, because his health comes first. Also, I am excited about my poetry book, My Poetic Words from the Boss, is the first installment from yours truly, and it'll be out in the summer of 26. So I'm excited about that, and there will be another installment to come very shortly after that. We're going to keep this success going this year. We're not going to take breaks. We're going to keep it going, keep it moving, keep it moving. And so I want to wish everybody a very Merry Christmas, because I won't see you. Well, you might see me pop up. I pop up places, so you just might see me. I don't know where you see me. But if you don't, I want to wish you guys a very Merry Christmas. All of you guys who have supported me throughout the year, those who came in later in the year and are supporting me and backing me and letting me know that I can. Nothing in particular, just that I can. And I appreciate each and every one of you guys. I have gained a lot of people this year that earnestly and honestly, with no equivocation, just love Angie for Angie, her faults, her flaws. And I want to thank you guys for that. Thank you guys for supporting the company. And we are headed in a very, very explosive direction. And I mean that in a good way. And so I want you guys to continue on this journey with us. I've gained new friends. I've gained a manager. I've gained some knowledge. And that's a blessing, because some people go through the whole year, don't gain not a friend. They don't gain no knowledge. They don't get no smarter. They're just there. They just around, The roaches are around. So you being around, that ain't saying too much. But I thank God for doors that were opened and doors that were closed, this year, and things I experienced and went through. I thank God for that, And so, again, I celebrate each and every one of you guys for your love, your support, your prayers. I really thank God for you all. So we are going to get into our topic on today, and our topic on today is saying yes when you're busy. So I know this week I've been kind of reading some stuff, which I normally don't do. I don't do scripts. I don't do scripts at all. But there were certain points that I wanted to make, which is why I'm doing it, and us coming into the Christmas year and how important things are. Please don't forget to watch the Boss Up Show tonight at 8 p.m. We are going to be talking about cyberbullying. We're going to be talking about mental health, and we're going to be talking about how we're affected by those things, especially not just the whole year round, but like around the holidays. It seems like the suicide rate gets higher amongst the holidays, and some unalivings that happen, but to people by their own hand is unnecessary. And so I don't know if you guys, I want to let you guys know. Hello, Miss Blair. Hello, beautiful. Before the show tonight, if you guys could go and look up her, she's a young lady, and that's what I'm going to be talking about. That's what I'm going to be talking about. My show is based off of her. If you would go on TikTok, because I want it to be an interactive show, and I want to know what you guys think. Her name is Rizzy, Rizzi. She's a young lady. She had mental health issues, and she unalived herself on TikTok Live. The sad part about it was that she had help. Some cruel, very cruel, mean people that felt like they were God, and that her life wasn't worth living. And because they caught her in a vulnerable moment, she succumbed. So that's what we're going to be talking about tonight. So if you guys could go over and to TikTok, if you have TikTok, I don't know if it's on anywhere else, but I know it's like trending. It's all over TikTok. Her name is Rizzy, RIZZI. And so before you come into the show tonight, make sure you go over and watch it, and so you can interact with me and let me know what you think. So that's what we're going to be talking about tonight. But today, this morning, we're talking about saying yes when you're busy. And the scripture is taken from Luke 1:38. I am the Lord's servant. May your word to me be fulfilled. The overwhelming to-do lists and last-minute errands. Look for one holy interruption today. If a friend calls or a neighbor needs help, treat it as an invitation from God rather than an item on your list. This is a timely reflection, especially on December 23rd. The pre-Christmas rush is often when our patience is thinnest and our schedules are most rigid. When we look at Mary's response in Luke 1:38, she wasn't necessarily free. She was simply available. Saying yes to a holy interruption is an act of trust that the person in front of you is more important than the task behind you. There are a few ways to prepare your hearts for these interruptions today. Shifting your perspective from interruption to assignment. I like that. Instead of seeing a phone call or a neighbor's request as a hurdle to your productivity, try viewing it as your most important task for that hour. The one thing rule: if you feel overwhelmed, remind yourself that while you have 20 things to do, you can only do one thing at a time. I am guilty of that. All right, cuz, be careful. I'll talk to you later. Love you much. If that one thing is helping someone, you are exactly where you need to be. Breathe prayers. When your phone rings or someone stops you, take a 3-second breath and pray. I am your servant. Use me here. What a holy interruption might look like. It doesn't always have to be a major crisis. Often it's the small things that we usually brush off because we're in a zone. I love you too, beautiful. The cashier who looks stressed and needs a genuine. How are you doing today? You ever been in the store? And I'm good for that. Like they used to just really irk me. Like just the simple you go in the store, and I've gone in the store and seen cashiers and they just look so bothered, so frustrated, and before they start ringing, I'll be like, how you doing today? And sometimes they be so frustrated they kind of really don't hear, and so they just start ringing, and then when they let you know the total is really snappy, and then I'll come back with something like, it's okay to smile today. It's all right. It's going to be all right. Because that's important. Let me tell you something. We be so busy doing absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. And at that particular time, when situations come up and situations happen, that is our assignment for that time. And we can't be that busy. Like yesterday, I was telling my manager, so there was a song playing. I had received a message from Crystal while she was in the hospital, like they were prepping her. And she sent me a message. That was my assignment at that moment, to stop that song and pray for that girl, because she was in a state of fear. Sherry said, yes, I always tell the cashier good morning, have a blessed day, and it makes a difference to them. Absolutely. Because I've been a cashier before. I was a cashier years ago in my 20s in the liquor store. So that was like, baby, right? So yeah, sometimes they need it. Sometimes we all need it. Sometimes you just, you might see somebody in a line. Somebody may be in front of you. Somebody may be behind you. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes we need it. We need somebody to be conscious of what God is telling them. You know what I'm saying? We was talking about that this morning. There's no favoritism. God doesn't play favoritism. Sometimes you need it. Sometimes I need it. Sometimes the cashier needs it. Sometimes the gas attendant needs it. The guy who's pumping the gas. Nobody's no bigger than the next person, right? We all need it. It says, a relative calling just to check in, and when you're in the middle of gift wrapping, a neighbor struggling with groceries or snow while you're heading out for errands. The thought for today is efficiency is a gift for tasks, but presence is a gift for people. God rarely works on our timelines. but he always works through our availability. Don't judge people for who you think they are. Treat them according to who they really are. That one's mine. That one's mine. That came to me like right before I came on the show, like, cause we just prejudge people. Like we prejudge people, and we feel like, we don't have time. We just too busy. And I am guilty of it, cause I'm guilty of it, especially if I'm in a store and I have I just really think, I guess it's because I think that people should just be polite and respectful. So like I will get my little tude, when people be trying to get in front of you and stuff like that. And especially, unfortunately, sometimes it be the elders, and they feel like just because I'm like a so and so age, I could do that. No, absolutely you cannot. But that the right attitude to take. Sometimes sometimes it may not be, but that's my opinion. I feel like sometimes, because there's no favoritism. I don't mind. I have had baskets full of groceries, and somebody behind me may have had two, and I'll let them go because I'm not in that big of a hurry. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have to get to a point where we have to understand that we miss out on our blessings when we are too busy, when we can't say yeah because we're busy doing this, we're busy doing that. People have asked me to do stuff, and they be like, do you feel like doing it? And I'll be like, no, I don't, but I'm gonna do it. I don't know if that's right, but it's honest. But right sometimes don't mean righteous, right? But like, we just, it takes me back to the foundation and the basis that we've been talking about, as far as respecting one another, loving one another with no equivocation, caring about one another. It's the Christmas season. It is people. Everybody's so worried about going to get gifts. I'm gonna be honest with you. That's overrated. How long have we been celebrating Christmas and going whatever, and going out to get gifts, making sure the kids have gifts, making sure, each other has gifts, making sure the whole family got gifts, going to debt getting gifts. How long have we been doing that? It is so overrated now, to be honest with you. We need to really focus on the outside. Those people who, are dealing with mental illness, those people who don't have. When is the last time you came out of your comfort zone, and maybe during the Christmas holiday, you saw somebody that was out on the street hungry, and you bought them something to eat, or you saw somebody that didn't have, that was outside cold, and you gave them your coat? Like, my manager and I were talking, like, where are these foundational morals that we grew up with, or that we know are just like the right thing to do? We so busy, we trying to catch the sale. And let me explain something, because I don't want nobody saying nothing to me about nothing negative. I never said that it was a bad thing to give gifts to family members or friends. That's not my point. My point is, we be so busy doing that if somebody asks us, think about it. How many times, and be honest with yourself, how many times have you gone in a store on Christmas Eve, you waited till the last minute, you go in the store, somebody's outside the store sitting there, hungry, cold, and you be like, they be like, can you help me out with $1? You just, I'm busy. I'm too busy to say yes. I gotta get ahead, get this sale. I gotta get ahead because the lines is long. But what is really more important? We have gotten off of what is important. Life, human life is important. And this Christmas, I really I want to learn that more, and every Christmas more. That Christmas, first of all, is about Jesus' birth. That's number one. And the wise men brought him gifts. I don't know, maybe that's where everybody got it from. But at the end of the day, when we get too busy to say yes to assignments assigned to us, we often miss blessings that we don't even know we missed, because we too busy. I can't say, yeah, I got this to do, I got that to do, I gotta get this done, and at the end of the day, because I remember even Christmas when my kids was little and I would buy them stuff, that stuff would be in a corner somewhere, before 24 hours. They had I promise you I'm like that. Like I'll deal with something, and then once I master it, or once I learn how it works, then I get bored with it. Next. And we just went out there in the cold, got frostbite, stood in lines 3 blocks long to get this stuff. But we passed by the person that asked for $1, or said they were hungry, or they were cold. When the last time have you done something for somebody other than yourself and your family? Somebody that you don't even know. Somebody that's on the street. Somebody that, is hungry. Somebody that, just needed a hug. Oh no, y'all ain't hugging nobody because y'all got on y'all best cashmere coats. Y'all don't got time for that, right? You too busy. You too sharp. Not even understanding that we are grace, mercy, and one prayer away from being in that very same predicament. And I think people don't think about that. We oftentimes also go through situations and circumstances where we forget where we come from. Even now, I have been in my sobriety for 30 years. And even now when I see addicts, my thought is, God, help them. I do say, God, I thank you because I could have been there. I thank you that you delivered me out of it. But God, you can do it for me. You can do it for them. There's no favoritism with God. So then I had to, Lord, give them the mind to know that they are worth more. I never look at people in addiction and turn my nose up. Because only for the grace of God am I not still there. Only for the grace of God do I not look like I've been there. Only for the grace of God am I not strung out somewhere homeless because of my addiction. So I have no right to judge. We judge people. There she is. Sherry said recently, if I could give, I do, because that could be me out on the street. Absolutely. Good morning, Crystal. I tried to call you back. Baby, you had the good stuff. You had the good stuff, baby. You I don't even know if you remember you was talking to me. You had the good stuff, baby. I am so glad to see you. Look at God. See how God will just show himself. Just show him. Just boop. And that is a miracle. That is a miracle. And we thank God for you. People have been asking about you, praying for you. And we are so glad to see you this morning. We love you. We love you. We love you. But just think about it. Think about when the last time. And I don't care what everybody else is doing. I'm at the point where I don't care. I want to be that person that people talk about me because I'm doing something different. Oh, what's she doing? She thinks she's doing something. Well, I know what I'm not doing. I'm not following everybody else's mess. I'm not following the trends of what everybody else is doing. She said, good morning, Ma. Thank you for all the prayers. Absolutely. Girl, you know we got you. You know we got you. Most importantly, God got you. He got you. But we have to take time out. Like, every life is so structured and so scripted until sometimes God, let me give you guys an example. So I grew up in a church where my aunt was the pastor, and she let God deal. She allowed, not let, she allowed God to come in and do what he wanted to do. Right? After God may have slain people out in the spirit and everything, she didn't preach, because she said, what do you say after God has spoken? Now pastors, they want to talk after God. What can you say? I have a reason for saying what I'm saying. But what can you say after God has spoken? It's kind of like that in life. Like, we go through things, and cheers, I have had some of the best conversations in the stores, and you walk out the stores with a smile. Absolutely. Because you thought about somebody else. We just a selfish generation. We are truly a selfish generation. But we have to, we churches, they're so scripted now. They don't let God in and let God have his way. And we do that in everyday life. We so busy with this scripted life, these scripted uh days and these scripted schedules, and these generational curses, and that's what we're going to continue to live by. We so stuck on that we cannot even let God have it, because that's taking time. Wait, I gotta finish this. This is what I got to do right now. I ain't got time for that. I'm gonna do it my way. And we miss our blessings. And the most important thing is we miss that person who was assigned to us for that particular time. We completely miss it. There's nothing. If God says do, we need to do. And no, I don't do it all the time. I probably don't even do it most of the time, but I'm trying to do better at it. So I'm not too busy. I don't care what song is playing. I don't care what's going on. I don't care how I programmed the show to be. Things come up where you have to, God is saying, okay, hold on. This is what you need to deal with right now. And we have to get like that in life. We don't own our life. We own nothing. We came in this world with nothing. We're going to leave with nothing. We wasn't attached to nobody when we came in, and we won't be attached to nobody going out. And I don't mean, because I know some smart aleck, I don't mean like the conjoined twins and stuff like that. But even at the end of the day, when they stand before God, they're going to stand before God individually, because they won't be conjoined at that point. But I want to encourage you guys today to take some time over the next few days, the next couple of weeks as we're going into the new year, to do something different. Because if you take care of God's business, He's going to take care of yours. We so busy, I'm in a hurry. A car accident. I have seen more car accidents in this time than I have seen in my whole entire life. Maybe in the last 3 years, I have seen more car accidents than I have seen in my entire life. Because everybody's in a hurry. We don't have time. We don't have time to stop. We don't have time to listen. We just moving, going absolutely nowhere. How many times you driving? You be like, where's them people going? And what irks me is the fact, two things. You're going to tab my car and yours to get up to the stoplight where we are together. We right here together. Or you're going to tab my car and yours to go park right up the street a fourth of a block. For what? For what? Cherry says nothing. God owns everything, not us. Absolutely. I don't think people understand that. I really, really don't. I thought, it's heartbreaking. It's really heartbreaking to know that we are so selfish, that we are so self-centered, that we just don't have time. We don't have time to say yeah, because we too busy. And most people are busy doing absolutely nothing. You ever seen some busy? My mother used to say, you busy than a cat covering up boo-boo. You ever seen a cat cover up? They be busy. Baby, they be busy. They be busy. At least even the cat. When he be, at least he is like helping with the smell. Like, I know that I did what I had to do. Now let me fix it. At least that. Most people tell me I'm busy. You ain't busy doing nothing but on the phone gossiping about the next person, about what they wore to church on Sunday. Who cares? It's so much out here that needs to be done. So many souls that need God. So many people that need help. So many people that are suffering from mental illness, and it's the holiday. Their family might not be around. They may have to deal with other issues. People may have lost loved ones around the family. Do you realize that people lose loved ones just because they lose loved ones? Say in 2024 at Christmas, do you not think they feel that 2025 for Christmas, or 26 or 27? It's like that's a constant reminder, especially around the times of the holidays. So let's be nicer to each other this holiday going into the new year. I got some things that I need to really get down and dirty with and deal with and change, and allow God to really work on me with some things in 2026, and I'm going to get those things done because I'm determined, because I'm tired of existing. I'm tired of just being. I'm ready to live now. Cause most of y'all think y'all living. Y'all ain't living, you just existing. You go through the same rigmarole every day. We're not living, we're existing. And it's time now to live. And it's time to help others to learn how to live by our example. Because some people don't see a way out. They don't see how they could possibly do it. And we talked about this morning. There is no respect of persons. What God did for me, He will do for you. What He did for you, He will do for other people. But to look down on people because they don't have what you have, they don't have. And do you know, I found out, now don't get me wrong, okay? But I found out that people with a lot of money think that I don't care what they say, but they really think they got it all. They think they don't need anybody because I got my money. But do you know that could be gone in a twinkling of an eye? Even better yet, do you realize you can't take not a red penny of that with you? So to treat somebody like they're less than because you feel that they have less than. Unfortunately, very few people obtain large amounts of money and stay consistent with, helping people and not feeling that they are superior to other people. Very few. Most people I see that obtain, and some folk don't even have half the money and still look down on other people and turn their nose up at other people. How dare you? You have no right. At what point are we just going to treat each other with love and respect with no equivocation? Sherry said, my greatest joy is being a mentor to the kids and adults. Absolutely. Because when you take care of God's people, I'm a firm believer He's going to take care of yours. I am a firm believer. When you take care of God's business and His people, He's going to take care of your business. Sometimes the enemy has us focusing on our own issues when God is saying, hey, they need help over there. But we can't say yeah because we too busy focusing on what's going on in our life. Not understanding. First of all, if you help somebody else, you kind of forget about what you're dealing with, and you'll understand and be more appreciative that I thought I was going through something, but they really going through. And while you concentrating on that, God is in the background fixing your issues. But we can't even get to that point because we too busy. We ain't got time. And I ain't gonna let. That's my favorite. That's my favorite line. I ain't got time. Some stuff I really don't have time for. I'm not gonna apologize for that. And I say what I meant. I meant what I said. Some stuff I don't have time for. I don't have time for the foo-foo. I don't have time for the negativity. I don't have time for the drama. Yes, it is there, but I don't have time for it. It can be there -1, and that -1 would be me, because I don't got time for that. I want to be a better version of Angie, not just for Angie. I used to want to be a better version of Angie just for Angie. I did. I ain't gonna lie, like last week. Heck, probably like last month. But when as you live and you experience things and you talk to people and you understand some things. Excuse me.
I want to be a better version of Angie for somebody else. Because it's something that I went through that somebody else needs to hear. It's something that, things that I went through, experiences that God delivered me from, somebody else needs to hear that. You have a story. Each and every one of you all up here have a story to tell. You are a living, walking testimony, a living, walking miracle. You look back certain things, you know you should have been unalive, but God kept you here. Do you not think He kept you here for a reason? And it's not to look down on other people. It's not to think more highly than you ought. The Bible says, don't think more highly than you ought. We all are on the same level. Nobody is no better than the next person. And if God looks at us as everybody, nobody being better than each other, what gives us the right to do it? So we have exceeded. We just feel like we God now. At this point, we done exceeded God. Is that it? Because we can pick favoritism, do favoritism, and we can, turn our nose up and feel like that we're better than the next person, or because that person doesn't live like I live, or because they don't do what I say do, or because they don't have my thoughts and opinions. God doesn't even do that. So how do we feel that we have the right to? We need to get it together. 26 is quickly approaching. We need to, one, get closer to God. That's our number one priority. Two, we need to start treating ourselves and each other better. We do certain things to ourselves. We, continue to play over things in our mind. I do sometimes. But in 26, I'm preparing now. Because in 26, I'm not doing that anymore. My thing was always like the thin line between, because I never wanted to be arrogant, but I wanted to be confident, and stay humble. But understanding that we're all important. We are all important. The man you see begging on the street, the family that you see living in a tent. And I think we all have, some of us have learned, but I think we all were at some point where we felt like, and we judged. We did. We all did. We judged. They either had to be, they was bums, or what did they do to get themselves in that predicament? They probably strung out on drugs. Do you realize, even with the economy now, with things that are going on, you don't know how people got in the situation that they're in. And I watched a movie the other night, and I was so ashamed of myself. This young lady was on TikTok, and she put Gorilla Glue in her hair. And everybody was on TikTok that I could see, including yours truly, talking about how dumb the girl was. Like who do that? Like, she just doing a TikTok trend. Like, they just take the TikTok trends just too far. Like, that's just dumb. I watched the movie. That young girl was going through pure hell. Even while she was on TikTok trying to figure out how to get the stuff off her head, trying to ask people how, she was in a home going through literal hell as she was doing the video. And the next room was the enemy. But we prejudged. I said we prejudge. We do that too much instead of, asking questions. I prejudged that young lady until I saw that movie, and I felt this small. Because I didn't think, maybe if it wasn't what I thought. And we did. We called that girl all type of dummies. Not knowing that girl was braver than a lot of us. But you have to watch the movie, Sherry. You have to watch the movie. I thought that she was the dummy for doing it. I thought it was a TikTok trend until I watched that movie. And when we are not in certain situations, we have to understand that just because we not in them doesn't mean people not going through them. But when I watched that movie, the girl who got glue stuck in her hair. Watch that movie. It's heartbreaking. And she finally decided to come out and finally decided to talk about it. And it was an incredible movie. I hate that she was going through what she was going through and she felt the need. She didn't feel, whatever she did, she didn't feel good enough. She didn't feel, like she was pleasing enough. So she had to go to the extremes. And we make people feel like that. Just like the young girl we're going to talk about tonight, RYDE. Make people feel like they have to go to the extreme to gain your love or your friendship, knowing you wasn't never going to give it in the first place. And now that girl has lost her life by her own hands. Young girl. So we have to be careful. We just have to really be careful and not get too busy and caught up in our own mess and not get too busy to say yes to somebody that needs a yes at that particular time. She said, okay, I tried to keep up with her and she went through a lot and people just was bashing her and it wasn't cool. I was one of them. So like, how could she do that to herself? I was one of the people too till I watched that movie. That movie is heartbreaking. And she never complained, never said nothing. Mama didn't know, family didn't know what was going on. That girl was going through it in silence. And when people make you feel like you are not pretty enough, like you, this is what you have to do for me to love you. Not, kind of fix yourself up so you can feel good about yourself. But this is what I want you to do for me, for my, because I got a reputation for my, benefit. This is what I need you to do. And a lot of people fall victim to that. Some people, like herself, got glue stuck in her hair. Some people, like RYDE, unalived herself. Either way, if people would just have loved on them, just for them, with no equivocation, RYDE might still be here. And that young lady wouldn't have gone through what she went through. But like she said, if I had to do it over again, I would. Because I need to help somebody else. Might be somebody else who in the same situation, thinking that they have to do the same thing or worse. So let's not get too busy today. Let's take some time out to do something for somebody else. Even if it's not convenient. Even if it's not, at the right time. Even if it's not the right place. We have to learn to say yes, even when we so-called busy. So, again, as we are coming into the Christmas, we in the season, but tomorrow, Christmas Eve, jeez Louise, unreal. It's gonna be New Year's. Just to think next year we'll be talking about some Happy New Year, and it'll literally be a new year. But God has brought us so far. And like I said, 2025. I sure enough came alive in 2025. I didn't know it had that meaning. But I learned. I learned the hard way. And not just look. 2026, we are going to do something different. We're going to be better. And not just for ourselves, but for somebody else. So make sure today, I don't know why I'm yawning, y'all. Please forgive me because I'm not sleepy. Y'all know I'm a morning person. I am not sleepy. But definitely, tell somebody you love them. Just say hello. Sometimes people just need a hello. Sometimes people we take people for granted and they just become like a fixture. It's like they're just a fixture. Like the people in the grocery store. Like they the stock boy. The stock person. You know what I'm saying? We don't speak to them because, they just the stock, it's just the stock boy. But you're not no better than them. We got to get this entitlement, I'm bigger and better than you. We got to get that out. We got to kick that out before 26. We need to be as humble as we know how. because we are a prayer. When I tell you, we all are. Ain't no, nah, Angie, that's just you. Nah, baby, it's you too. A prayer and grace and mercy away. All of us. Every last one of us. I don't care how much money you got. It could be taken in a blink of an eye. So learn to be good to one another. Learn to say yes even when you're busy. And understand that God is no respect of persons. And he doesn't play favoritism. Hello, cousin. Hi, Naomi. And we shouldn't either. We should not either. We are no better than the next person. Because I think this season and this administration has taught us that anybody could get it. How you say that? Look, anybody could get it. Kids, old people, I don't care. Anybody could get it. This administration is teaching us anybody can get it. So we are no respect of person. So be good to somebody today. Tell somebody somewhere, anyway. Tell somebody you don't know. I dare you to tell somebody you don't know. God bless you. I love you. They may look at you like you crazy, but you know what I'm saying? But that's just like the church. Come out from the church. Y'all praying for the same people every Sunday. I don't know why this. Praying for the same folks every Sunday. Y'all not coming outside praying for the people who really need it. You're sitting up in the church talking about everybody and praying for those folks that you're talking about. Come out of the church. Come out of your comfort zone. Be good to somebody other than your family. Other than your immediate family. Be good to somebody who really needs it. Y'all know what each other look like. Y'all can stand, to help somebody else. Absolutely. That's easy. That's the easy part. Absolutely, Sherry. Do something that's going to cause God to take notice. Say, they're taking care of one of mine. So I'm going to take care of them. Stop thinking about your own stuff and what you got going on. Everybody got something going on. You ain't no different. You ain't no special. Everybody got something going on. Whoop-de-doo. Sitting up going out. And again, nothing is wrong with it. But it is so overrated. Going out in a crowd, in the cold. Watching folks argue about who's in line first. Buying gifts, all that stuff. It's nice, but it is overrated. Try doing something for somebody else this year. Sherry said 3:30 in the morning every morning. Part of my prayer is praying for the whole world for their health and that they have joy and live a long life. Absolutely. So be good to somebody today. Don't forget, today is the Boss Up Show because we're not having it on Thursday. Please continue to keep Chilla in your prayers. The Cash App tags as well as the GoFundMe QR code are on the pages. Chilla's birthday is on Friday. I gotta say this. Let me explain something. This is for me where I get a little perturbed because people can be what they want to be on these social media platforms. People can say, oh, that's my so-and-so. Oh, that's my so-and-so. Oh, I know them. Oh, I just love them so much. They never hear from you. If they'd ask you for a favor, you wouldn't do it without there being something attached to it. I said it the other day. A lot of people, a lot of music that you hear, Chilla has something to do with in projects and other people's, moving forward and where people are today. The people that you'll never know because he's not going to tell it and they surely don't tell it. Chilla's been sick for almost 2 weeks. He still went out. He pushed himself last Wednesday, which made it worse. People ask him to do things on Sunday. He pushes himself, which made it worse. Honestly, none of those people are calling, checking on him. And it's a disgrace. It's disgusting. So God has a way of having you to really humble yourself so he can be able to raise you back up better than you were before. So in this time, the cash apps are up. His birthday is on Friday. So you all show him some love. I don't care if it's $1. I don't care if it's $5. I don't care what it is. We had to cancel the show on Saturday because he was ill. So all the people that said that they were going to come out and support, it was a fundraiser then. It's still a fundraiser. Because there was no show. See, that's where you know when people are sincere. Because there was no show does not mean that the fundraiser is over. And it's his birthday season now. He can't perform at this particular moment because he's ill. But he pushes himself to the point where he's ill the way he's ill now. So everybody who was coming out, who was going to come to the fundraiser, who was going to support, who was going to give and donate, I'm not understanding. It ain't for me to understand. I just wanted to throw that out there because that's how I felt. And it's my platform. So I say what I please. And I don't think that I said anything wrong. And I don't care if other people think I said something wrong. That's not a concern for me. I'm saying I don't think I said anything wrong because it's not right the way that we do people, But when you need something, then he's the first one that people call. And I know because I'm around to hear. I know about it. Then you get mad when he doesn't say yes. And then you all don't even want to help him do what he needs to do, but you want him to help you do what you need to do. For free. No, we have to treat each other better than we do. We really do. So I'm gonna get up off that because I'm gonna leave that alone before I really get in trouble. So I'm gonna leave that alone. So make sure that you guys watch the Boss Up Show. If you get a chance to watch Rizzy, RIZZI on TikTok, make sure that you watch Rizzy. She's the young lady, and she's a nice looking young lady. We all don't look alike, but she's actually she was a nice looking young lady. If you guys get a chance to watch it, please watch it. Please come up on the show. Let me know what you think tonight at 8 o'clock on the Boss Up Show. If you guys don't see me until Friday, you guys have a merry, merry, merry Christmas. A Merry Christmas. Get with your family, your friends, and fellowship, and just love on each other. Love on each other. Put your arms around those who have lost loved ones who are no longer here this Christmas season because they need that. We can't get too busy with the ones that's here. We got to think about the ones, too, that's still here, that have lost loved ones that are no longer here. See how that goes? Everything is a domino effect, and it involves, we need it to involve other people. We need it to involve other people. So before I get out of here, yes, I'm going to play my other favorite song. It is Christmas holiday, and I love these Christmas songs. I love them. Tonight we'll go back a little bit and play some of the oldies but goodies Christmas songs, but it's in the morning, so I'm trying to get you so you can go to work or wherever you got to go this morning. Trying to get your heart pumping and your blood boiling, y'all.
to who we believe in. All of them, God we spread. We like to share in our special day. The day that Jesus Christ was born. Thank you. Can't believe the man. Thank you for the dream.
We are missing some of our regulars. Tracy, John Mooney, John Lopez, Stephen Gliss. We love you guys. We miss you. And as Tracy would say, if nobody told you that they loved you yet today, let me be the first to say I love you, but Jesus loves you best. And how long will I love you?
You've been there for me through some real hard times.
Let's go out.
Smile at times when I didn't think I would make it.
CC Rock.
Throughout all my endeavors, whatever I may do, where I may go, your love is the only one. You know we've been through some hard times. And even worse was the pressure on our minds. Sometimes it was rough just to face another day. But you by my side showed me the way. On cloudy days, you were my silver lining. Through
So glad to see Crystal back.
I knew those things once for me.
Our love would conquer all our fears.
Through all the miseries, our love stays strong. Small wonder we've been close so long. You've kept the faith through the stormy weather. And I promise you, I'll love you forever. Forever. I'll love you forever. Baby, yeah. I'll love you from the evening till the morning light.
Jalissa, good morning.
You're feeling right.
Shirley, good morning. Good morning.
Sweet words in your ears. When you need me, I'll always be there. All I have is yours for the taking. Any request will never be forsaken. I'll shower you with gifts and attention. Happiness will be your permanent condition. Through all the miseries, our love stays strong. Small wonder we've been close so long. You've kept the faith through the stormy weather. And I promise you, I'll love you forever.
And you have been on the ride, so work with Angie, where we get your heart pumping and your blood boiling as you are preparing for work on your way to work or pulling into the parking lot at work. We at Zepic Miracles Boss Up International want to wish you a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, guys. See you guys tonight, 8 o'clock, Boss Up Show.